The government have just made an announcement that as of Monday, they're going to be banning any groups, any gatherings more than 500 people. Offices, office blocks, companies have gone into remote lockdowns. We have made the decision ourselves to go remote immediately. We'll be live streaming the rest of the event to your phone or to your laptop. Please understand, we're continuing with business as usual. We're not changing anything other than the fact we've had to pivot at lightning speed. I hope you see what you are seeing, because what you're seeing right now is adaptation at a whole fucking other level, okay? Pivoting, okay? Reconciling, contingency, you're seeing this in action right now. I don't think there's going to be too many people in Australia or the rest of the world right now that aren't going to be affected in some way, shape or form, that isn't going to require some conversation with their clients and some conversation with their team. I've already shown you the conversation I've had with my team. I'm now giving you an example of the conversation with your clients. It's not doom and gloom, it's pivot and innovation. You guys with me on this? Because I could have stood up here and go, guys, okay, got some really fucking bad news. We've got to cancel the events. I'm so sorry to do to you. We could have done that, which is what everyone else could have been doing. Which, how do you think that would make your customers feel, or your prospective customers feel? Probably like, just run out of go to the shop and fucking buy toilet paper, right? Whereas, okay, yeah, we have to adapt, but let's adapt in a really cool, calm and collected way. How many of you have thought about the idea of looking at ways that you could make your business more agile and remote? Now you don't have a choice. I don't have the choice to sit here and theorize and go, well, shit, can we deliver K2 via digital? Can we deliver it by broadcast? I don't have a choice. We're fucking doing it. So we're going to work it out. We're going to find out. I can see all the hysteria. I can see all the panic. It's just not where my focus lies. My focus is lying on innovation. My focus is on staying calm. My focus is on setting an example of social responsibility that I hope our leaders will desperately follow, to prevent more escalation than what we're seeing right now. All right, let's open up the floor.
Hey guys, I'm Sash.
Hey, Sash.
All right, so in the extreme event that you may have to, say, stand down your team, if you have that as an option in your employment contract, one, how would you go about delivering that so that you can protect your talent? And then, how would you would you have a marketing spend still through that time, for content, to be able to stay in front of people? How would you do it, kind of thing?
Okay, so in a nutshell, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. Phase 1 is you need to get yourself remote. Remote will mean by virtue some people will be pushed into leave of some way, shape or form, either paid leave or unpaid leave. Okay, this is why the government's doing what it's doing right now, to try and support this. That is going to mean probably some level of what I put a streamline, mild, if any, layoffs. Okay? Just non-resourceful teams. Phase 2 is where it's not about being remote, now it's about streamlining. And streamlining is looking at top line, bottom line, okay, and operations, sales, and service. So what that means is, what are we streamlining? We're streamlining the top line and the bottom line of the business, essentially to ensure that the team and the talent that we retain are the ones that are, by virtue there, to maintain the top line and the bottom line through management of operations, marketing and sales, and the delivery of whatever services that can be delivered. Please make no mistake, very, very likely every single one of you are going to be laying off team members. Just accept it. My question to you is, do you want to drive your boat into the coastline and sink everyone? Or are you okay that you perhaps have to let a few sailors go along the way? Do you want to lose the boat, or do you want to keep every single sailor? Oof, that's a big one. A lot of heaviness in the room with that. Guys, there is no one person in this room, myself included, that is more important than my mission. And if I need to remove myself from the equation at any point in my journey, I will, if it means my legacy gets to fulfill its completion. Do you understand what I'm saying here? Do you guys actually fucking get what I'm saying here? Because some of you seem a little bit precious right now, which is totally fine, but you need to wake the fuck up that the reason that businesses will go bad is because they're not responding quickly. It's because they try and retain staff for too long. And as a result, everyone fucking loses instead of 3 people. Do you get my point? You guys need to wake up to the fact if you don't fucking streamline your business when it's required, you'll fucking go down. I don't know how big your war chest is, but if you don't fucking streamline, it's going to cost money. So phase 2 is streamlining top line and bottom line. Okay, phase 3 is drastic, which is like literally what is our baseline requirements. So baseline rec for maintaining operations, which means more layoffs, more cutbacks, okay? Your goal right now, please make this clear, is fucking not only survival, it's thriving. It's how can you do this and thrive? Trust me, I'll fucking do it. And when it bounces, as like many of you who are following, you're going to bounce back harder than fucking ever. Dominant. Industry powerhouse. While everyone else is still licking their wounds. I guarantee you the decks are about to be fucking cleared. And if you don't respond accordingly, you'll be part of the sweeping mess off the deck. Okay? What is the drastic baseline? This is literally survival. How do we just keep the doors open? That might mean people getting extended holidays. Because some of your team members might go, well, guys, I'm so sorry, I've got no choice. Talent pool's about to get fucking super large, super populated, and super cheap. Another benefit. You know the benefit of this? Is by the time this all sets in, do you know how much talent is going to be on the market? Do you know how much quality talent is going to, do you know how competitive the job market's about to become? Man, this is fucking great for business. It's going to be uncomfortable for some, but everyone gets to choose their position in life based on their behaviors. No, we're not responsible for everybody. We're responsible for ourselves. Okay? And this is not about contrasting, oh, we're better than them. No, this is how the ecosystem works. Okay? Do you think that a large oak tree sits there and looks at the oak tree that fell before it and sits and goes, oh, geez, that poor oak tree that died, he only lived 800 years? Or does he absorb the intelligence of the experience of the tree that went before him? It's all a matter of perspective. Phase 4 is wind up. And guys, if you feel any tension with this, get used to it because I'm totally cool with a wind up. I know exactly what I've got to do. I know exactly what buttons to press. I'm okay with it. If I have to, I won't. But if I have to, I can quickly without losing the whole fucking lot. What some people will do is they'll go, I've got enough money to keep going for years. I've got enough cash in the bank to keep running this business without making another drop of income for at least 8 years. Conservatively, in phase 3, probably 10. But would I? Probably not. Why? Because do I really want to go broke trying to save the business? Or do I want to conserve capital, sit back, wait, reduce risk, minimize losses, wait, regroup, rebuild, and then re-enter when the time is right? Versus work it all the way to the point where you don't wind up, you get wound up, and then you have to deal with the psychological damage, the emotional damage, the mental damage, and everything else that comes with it. Some people don't rebound from that. If you're going to wind up, make it your choice. And do it before you need to do it so that you can conserve losses, okay, but you can also conserve asset base, wealth, okay? You don't need to lose everything in order to get a fucking scar to say, I'm an entrepreneur. I've done it 3 times already. Never doing it again. I know what it's like to eat ramen noodles once every second day because you can't afford food. Not going back there. I can. Why? Because I've done it. I know I can. I was fucking happy. Hungry. Fucking lean as. You should see me, dude. I was fucking ripped. I was shredded. That was the best fucking shape I was probably in my life. Ramen noodles. So the wind up is done with composure, clarity, and decisiveness. Not panic, screaming, and foreclosure. Know your game plan, guys. I got mine. I've been telling all of you for years to get yours. Now, it's not a question of when should I do it. Now the question is, when are you going to get it done? Is it going to be, you're going to start tonight, or are you going to wait till tomorrow? We have planning tomorrow. Some of you might want, I want to go. By the way, dinner's cancelled. I'm not going to put you guys in that environment. I'm sorry. I know you're going to take a hit on that. Me too. It's all good. Okay, but what I'd prefer every single one of you to do tonight is start getting your phase 1 and phase 2 together. Thank you for asking that question. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's go yellow.
G'day, Kerwin, Christian.
Hey, Christian.
I'm a pharmacist and have a pharmacy, so there's probably an opportunity for a big growth for us. But at the same time, I'm conscious of protecting my team, but also delivering services in a really
Responsible fashion?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to just work out how I can do that.
Look, the only way that you can reconcile is make sure that your team members are doing it for the right reasons, which means they want to help people. And secondly, you provide every single precaution possible to ensure that they're safe. Because the reality is, there will be if there is a proper shutdown, lockdown, pharmacies will still be open.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The challenge I've got at the moment, and it's...
Well, here's the beautiful thing.
Just hear me out.
Sure.
The government response to... the government have been stockpiling face masks for years, and they've released a whole stack of them back into the market. Our pharmacy put in a submission and got masks allocated to them. Unfortunately, they're not ones that are compliant to protect people.
What's your point?
That I can't get access to the equipment that's actually going to safely protect my team members to be able to deliver those services.
Okay.
So
here's what I know. If you hunt, you will find. Okay, I'm still hunting and finding all sorts of supplies that everyone else is out of. They're there. If you need to find 3 or 4 masks, you will find 3 or 4 masks. If you want to find a way, you'll find a way.
Thank you.
You got it. But also, here's something else to think about. How do you become digital? So that isn't even an issue.
We've got things that are...
Grab the mic again, sorry.
There's stuff that we've already got. I mean, it's
brilliant. Explore more of that.
Yeah.
Explore the options that don't require your team members to be put at risk. Explore the options of, perhaps there's a way that, you can become a digital business. Maybe you can become e-commerce. Maybe that you can develop a delivery service. I don't know. I don't know what the regulations, requirements, restrictions are, but what I do know, if you fucking sit down and think about it, you're probably going to come up with one of the greatest innovations in pharmacy history. Because I guarantee you, there's going to be laxing in a lot of different laws in order for people to supply if there's an issue. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Dude, right now, as you're seeing with what I'm doing, I'm going to be creating one of the biggest innovations in our industry, completely by force majeure. Like, I've got no choice here. But what I want you to do is I want you guys to do the same thing, but I want you to do it willingly. Willingly participate in the process of innovation, not from a perspective of, oh no, I have to do this because of Corona. Dude, I want to send Corona a box of fucking flowers. But do you get me? Why?
Yeah.
Because I'm so grateful for this experience. Even if everything goes tits up, I'm still going to be smiling. I promise you. If I lose everything, I'm still going to be smiling. I'm happy. Okay? I can live in a fucking tent. But the real lesson from this is the ability to pivot and innovate your models, because we're going to see new businesses, new innovations, new models, new concepts in existing industries that haven't changed for hundreds of years or 100 years or decades. You could be one of them. The question is are you going to look for it?
Thank you.
1, 2, 3. Yellow.
Hi, Kerwin. Honor here again.
Hey, Honor.
As leaders,
Yep.
how do we support our tribe if we're
Let
seeing
me ask
anxiety?
you the question. What do you think is the best way to support people right now as leader?
Being calm.
Mm-hmm.
Being calm.
Mm-hmm. What else?
I guess it's about
What's an extension of calm? What are the benefits of calm? What is born from calm?
certainty,
Yep. What else?
having a higher level of consciousness.
There we go. That's the one thing I would say as a leader. Don't project your experiences of anxiety. If anything, projecting your experiences of calm,
Yeah.
coherence, clear, considerate, compassionate, empathetic. That's what people need to see right now. Because again, it's about what's visible. And right now, what's visible is what's out of rapport. And what's out of rapport right now is calm. Because everyone isn't, or most people aren't, and so people notice people who aren't who are calm because it's out of rapport. Why is that person calm? I can't tell you how many people have come up to me and said, dude, you look so fucking relaxed. What's going on? I'm like, oh, I got a head injury. It's like, I'm just calm. And it's like, man, there's something different about you. And it's like, yeah, I'm just calm. But it's all good, Anna. You got this. 1, 2, 3.
Hey everyone, I'm Brooke.
Hey, Brooke.
I've got a couple of things to say, I guess, and the first one is in the madness of all of this, I'm trying to have gratitude. So for that, I want to say thank you so much for today. The speakers were amazing. Like, I got so much out of it. Like, I truly, truly did. It was
Thank you.
next
Did you guys
level
enjoy
again.
today? Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, really good. The second thing is I'd just like to know, how are you going to tell Noah about what's going on? I'd love to know your thoughts on that.
Well, it's so funny. He's blissfully unaware at the moment. And when he asks a question, and this is the thing that shocks a lot of people, I have adult conversations with Noah. Like, I talk to him like an adult, and it's so funny. He talks, okay, let me give you so I'm going to basically have the conversation like I would with you. Mm-hmm. Okay, I might simplify it and dumb it down, but here's what I know. Kids are smart and we give them credit for. But just as an ad hoc of the benefits of talking to your child like a genius, we went to a fucking restaurant the other day. He wanted a baby chino. So we walk into the restaurant, we sit down in the booth in Byron Fresh, sitting on the lane, sitting there. And the lady comes up and says, oh, good morning, can I get you anything? And I said, oh, no, I'm fine. And then Noah goes, I got this, Dad. I'll have a almond baby chino, please. No, not mushroom, no marshmallow, please, because I'm now not doing sugar before 12. And just a little sprinkle of chocolate, because like I said, I'm trying to cut back on sugar before lunch. And if you could just warm the milk up a little bit, because I don't like it too hot, that'd be great. And she looks at me and she's like, and I'm like, she goes, your kid is amazing. But this is an example of, I talk to him like that. And so as a result, we have really very real conversations. So I'm just going to tell him like I'd tell anyone. This is what's going on, dude. And if he asks me, because here's what I know. If I tell him in a panic state, he's going to get panicked. But if he hears Dad talk about it, like, well, hey, son, this is what's going on. Personally, I find it really interesting. It's like the flu. It's like a cold, but, some people are dying. Daddy, you don't look worried. I'm not worried. Is everything okay? Are you kidding me? Dude, you're going to get me for the next month probably. It's like, the month? Yay, Corona! He'll be cheering for it. Again, it's just like, how do we deliver the information? How did I deliver it? Who here feels better about Corona just in the way that I talk about it? Right? I'm asking the question genuinely. Who here actually feels a sense of peace by the calmness with which we talk about this subject? Do that. Do that. Don't keep your kids in the dark, because if you keep your kids in the dark and feed them bullshit, they'll do that to you when it's their turn. And their turn will come, trust me. 1, 2, 3.